Have you ever looked at a massive company and wondered, how could I possibly own a piece of that? Well, today we're going to break down exactly how that works by demystifying one of the most fundamental ideas in finance, the share. It all boils down to a really simple but incredibly powerful concept. A concept that lets pretty much anyone, including you, become a part owner in a huge global corporation. So let's dive in. So here's the game plan. We'll start with the absolute basics of what a share is. Then we'll get into why they're so important for a business to grow. We'll also look at the mind-blowing scale of ownership in the real world, and then wrap it all up with 3 key takeaways that you can, well, take away. Okay, let's kick things off with the big question. What exactly is a share? Let's get right to the heart of it. A share, at its core, is just the smallest possible unit of a company's value. You can think of it as a single part or portion, or, as they say in Hindi, ansh, of the entire company. To make this super clear, let's use a really simple example. Picture a company, we'll call it ABC, and its total value is just 100 rupees. Nice and easy. Now, if we take that 100 rupee value and slice it up into 100 perfectly equal parts, well, each one of those parts becomes 1 share, and each share is worth 1 rupee. The company is now made up of 100 shares. And this right here shows you the direct link between shares and ownership. It's really straightforward. If you buy 5 of those shares, you now own 5% of the company. If you go ahead and buy 50 shares, you own half the company. It's that simple. Okay, so we know what a share is, but why do companies even go through the trouble of creating them in the first place? You know, it's a great question. It's really all about fueling growth. For a company to expand across the globe or launch some massive new project, they need way more money or capital than any single person or even a bank could provide. The movie Guru, which was inspired by the life of Dhirubhai Ambani, captures this idea perfectly. To fund his massive vision, he went to the public and basically said, invest in us, become a part owner, and when we succeed, you succeed too. That's the whole idea behind issuing shares. So by creating and selling shares, companies can raise these huge amounts of cash. They're essentially pooling together small investments from millions and millions of different people, and that funds projects that would just be impossible otherwise. Now let's see how this whole concept blows up when we go from our simple 100 rupee example to the scale of the actual real world. Our little 100 rupee company was a great starting point, right? But in the real world, well, the numbers are on a completely different planet. For instance, let's take a look at Reliance Industries. As of mid-2020, they had over 6.3 times billion shares in circulation, each one representing a teeny tiny piece of that massive company. So with more than 6 billion shares out there, what do you think it would actually cost to own just 1% of the company? The answer is just staggering. Back in June of 2020, a 1% stake in Reliance would have set you back around 10,000 crore rupees. It just highlights the absolutely massive scale of these corporations. So, here's the takeaway. While buying even one single share legally makes you a part owner, your actual stake is just a tiny fraction of the whole company. You are an owner, but you're an owner on an immense scale. But hold on, does every single business issue shares? Can you go buy a piece of your local corner store? Let's take a quick look at which types of businesses actually use this concept. This table lays it out really well. For a business with one owner, a sole proprietorship, shares aren't really needed. For partnerships and private companies, they're used to figure out who owns what among a small group. But for public limited companies, they are absolutely essential. It's how they sell ownership to the general public and have millions of owners. All right, we've covered a lot of ground here, so let's just boil it all down to the 3 most important things to remember from all this. So, just remember these 3 things. First, what a share is. It's the smallest piece of ownership. Second, why it's created, to raise huge amounts of capital. And third, where you'll find this concept. It's absolutely crucial for big, public limited companies. And this leaves us with one final, fascinating question to think about. If owning just one share makes you a legal owner, what rights and responsibilities actually come with that tiny piece of a massive corporation? Now that sounds like a great topic for another day.